Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. You're looking at the AMX13F3AM. It's the Tier 6 French SPG. This one's located on the eastbourne of Airfield, and it's under the command of ForkU2, which is one of my aliases. Yes, I'm afraid so. One of my games. Well, this one happened to me, and I was a bit surprised. Brought out because, of course, I don't get them that often, but when they do happen, obviously it's worthwhile making a note. And, well, the game has already started, and I'm off to my firing position. As you can see, I've got a 155mm howitzer, which is capable of doing 630 alpha, 39mm of pen, and I've already got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel. Now, this battle is not about my exploits as such in this game, but more about what actually happens overall. I was expecting an enemy tank to come up onto the center mount, the temple mount as I call it, because obviously there is a temple on there, also an amphitheater, and I can see a fair number of targets over by the enemy's side, and they're getting stunned at the moment because we do have 3 Artys on either side in this game, and my teammates are doing a good job. On our team, we've got 2 AMX13F3s and 1 M44, and on the enemy team, they've got 1 AMX13F3, 1 Hummel, and an M44, and the first enemy has died. Okay, I'm looking at that T-34. I'm not sure I can get a shot over that ridgeline there. If I did try, it'd probably be a wasted shot. So I hold back, and I suddenly see the Hummel on the enemy team, but my teammate in the VK2801-105 managed to get it before I did. Now, he has spotted a number of enemy tanks already, the ones that were up near the center. And look, we've finally got a target I can shoot at. It's the Sturo Mill, and he's backing up, so I'm aiming behind him, round south. It wasn't fully dialed in, but the shell did hit the target, and I got a big hit for 242, and he got absolutely hammered by just about everyone else, so I picked up a load of stun assist. More tanks have been spotted, but I'm going for the Jagdpanzer IV, the flat Panzer. Already 7 up on the enemy now. Gonna line up the shot there, round south. Long flight time because it's all the way over to the other side, and it did fly accurately, but I noticed that T-3485 who appears to be going after our VK, and so I've now marked him as my target, and I'm going to try and put a round into him to make it easier for my teammate to kill him. He is taking damage. Okay, we're almost loaded, lined up, rounds out, and it did actually hit him. And that helped the VK because I managed to score 252 hit points off that guy and dropped his hit points by more than a quarter. He spotted another enemy, the VK. In fact, he's found 2, a T-43 and an M44. So I'm almost loaded. That guy's hiding behind the rock, so I fire the round in. Unfortunately, all I get is a stun. But I do pick up stun assist, and now I've got the communications expert running. We're now 13 up. There's only 2 enemies left. And it looks like it's going to be a 15-0. And we're still under 4 minutes. And there's the kill on the M44, and that's the last kill of the game. And we've won. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a second-class tanker for ForkU2 in the AMX13F3. I managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. It's only showing 4, but I did get them. My win rate was very low, 748, but that's because I didn't get a huge number of shots out, and had the battle lasted longer, I probably would have to give myself a better win rate. Let's have a look at the team score and see where I actually appeared. Well, I'm in the lower half of the table. The top scorer in this game was that VK, the 2801-105. He actually picked up the Dumitri's medal for killing all 3 enemy SPGs in that game, which is a very rare medal now because you don't see that often, mainly because Wargaming won't allow games, well, rarely allows games with at least 3 Arty. Well, he managed to get one on this occasion, so yes, he's a very lucky guy. He managed to get a high score of 1,749. That wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. This was a tier 7 game, and consequently, he didn't get a high caliber, but he did get the highest damage. Second highest damage went to an ARL 44, managed 1,717, and the third highest damage in the game went to a P43 Biz with 1,114. Only 4 tanks actually managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage, so it was a very, very good game for our team. I only picked up 553, but I didn't fire that many shots. When it came to kills, we can see that the highest number of kills turned out to be the VK2801-105. 3 of the kills that he made, of course, were Arty. That's how he got the Dimitri's, and 1 was a different. That was the T3485 that I helped to damage. 2 kills went to the ARL 44, the P43 Biz, the T3485M on the enemy team, and their Scorpion, the American Scorpion. And when it came to base XP, we can see the high scorer was the VK2801-105. He got 1,118. He's the only one to get over 1,000 base. ARL 44 managed 839. The Shi2 PSP managed 724. And I'm in 4th place with 697 because, yes, I got a lot of assists out of that game as well. And that really did help. And that's why, after only a few shots, I managed to pick up a second-class tanker. We look at detail. You can see I only fired 4 rounds, but of those 4 rounds, 2 of them were direct hits on the enemy. They didn't penetrate, but they certainly riled the enemy, and that led to their downfall. 4 splashes as well. 553 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 4 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but I got 1,190 hit points of stun assists of 4 stuns. On a premium count, I actually made 30,646 credits from the game. And I also picked up 2,091 experience points out of the game as well. But the important thing for this game is the speed. This was a 15-0 victory in 3 minutes and 42 seconds at tier 7. So how does that work out? Well, if we look at the scoreboard, this is the current one that I'm running for the ones that we've actually recorded and put on our playlist. And as you can see, this puts me technically in joint 6th place with Oxygon of Animal, who had another replay for 3 minutes 42 seconds. This is the amount that I managed to get, 3 minutes 42. His was with the M53, M55 on Karelia, a tier 9 game. My one was on a tier 6 game in the AMX13 F3 AM on Airfield, tier 7 there. And so you can see there are 2 games now or 2 sets of games where a player has actually managed to get exactly the same score as somebody else. That was Lost Wall Hacks, who got 3 minutes 11 seconds, same as Moose. And of course, I picked up the same score as Oxygon, as I've just mentioned. So it's getting quite interesting because we still haven't beaten the fastest time, which was 2 minutes 47 seconds by Saint or 48. And he was in a Cruiser Mark IV, tier 3 game on Mines. And the second fastest being 2 minutes 58 seconds. It's Chickens 1003 in the E25 on Mines as well. So yes, interesting that we are now gradually getting more scores at the lower levels, at the shorter times. And I must admit, when I suddenly saw it was 15-0, I was wondering, is this going to be a close one? Well, it's as close as I've been for a while, except of course the one where I did score, where it was 3 minutes 15 seconds, and that was in my FP207 on Himmelsdorf. And I didn't get that many hits on the enemy. My team was just literally flying through them, knocking out these tier 10s like, well, they were just chopping them to pieces. So, yes, this is a good game for me, just to prove that I am still doing it. I am still contributing towards these sort of victories. So, there you go. Another 15-0, and it just goes to prove that Wargaming still isn't getting the matchmaking right, because if they were getting the matchmaking right, you would see more victories where at least 1 or 2 kills were scored on the enemy. The fact that all these tanks, these enemy tanks, get wiped out completely with no score at all shows that they're getting it wrong. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below. And of course, if you do have a 15-0 victory you can share with us, especially if it's a fast one, do let us know straight away. Let us have that replay. We'll do it. We'll put it on the playlist so everyone can enjoy it and see how it actually happened. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.